What's going on YouTube? So look, I heard a couple of people there acting like they're worried about what if the dollar collapses and all of that mess. So first of all, that's a very valid concern, that if the dollar collapses, because I mean it's currency, it's not backed by anything, it loses value every day, and according to history, it probably will collapse. So however, should you be worried? Just because you think the dollar collapsed, do you think that you should just not try to not do anything because it doesn't matter, because the dollar's not worth anything anyway? That's how you feel? I disagree. At first I used to struggle with it and I wasn't sure, and I used to watch the Illuminati videos and all that type of mess and say, well, the world's coming to an end, the dollar's going to collapse, all of that mess. But you know what I had to come to a conclusion was this: whether you're striving for riches and striving to get ahead in life, or whether you don't, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You know what I mean? So, but the difference is, if it does happen, then like I said, it's just going to happen, like whether you got it or not. But if it doesn't happen and you weren't striving for anything, now you just broke and miserable for the rest of your life for no reason. So the way I see it is this: first off, let's talk about this dollar collapse thing. If the dollar does collapse, 9 times out of 10 what's going to happen is, if you had 50 grand in the bank, they're going to give you a percentage of whatever new currency or whatever new thing in exchange for your old cash, and it's going to be like 20% of what you had in there, and that's what you're going to get. So at least you'll get something, versus somebody who didn't strive for anything and they'll get nothing, exactly what they had before this mess happened anyway. So thinking that you just don't have to try is ridiculous. And that's why I always say too, is to buy assets, buy real estate, buy land. If you're real concerned, you might want to start buying some precious metal, gold, silver, and store it away, because it won't lose any value for you. And buy you some, learn how to grow crops and store crops. Start making your own stuff. You know what I mean? Use your hands. But what you don't do is panic and give up and sit around and mope around as if that's going to prevent it from happening. No, you keep going, keep striving, and do what you do. And then if something crazy go wrong, at least you got something. You know what I mean? If you buy a bunch of land and a bunch of property, at least you still own it. At least you got the deed to that property, and that you got the ownership to it. If you have a business that offers a service or a product, at least you still have that. So whatever currency we do switch to, or whatever we do switch to trade to and trade off of, you can just collect the new thing for your asset that you have to offer, your service you have to offer, your product you have to offer, or your place to live, your place of residence, if you got a rental property, or whatever the case may be. So I don't feel like you don't strive and you just say, oh, we're living in a game and money is fake and it's all a facade, don't need to even try. No. Now, to a certain extent, yeah, I believe it's a game, and it's a system that was created by elites and all of that. But that doesn't mean anything. Just because, I mean, everything is man-made. When you look around, everything that we have here was made by man. But guess what? That just means that everything that's here can be conquered by man. You know what I mean? So if it's a man-made system, then why not just conquer the man-made system? And if you don't like the system, then do something to change it. But you can't do anything to change it if you don't have any power, and you can't have any power if you don't have the resources to do it. So people complain about capitalism. No, capitalism isn't perfect, but it's better than pretty much all the other systems that we have in the world. If you got a better one in mind, master capitalism so you can put yourself in power and get the resources, so that way once you get in that position of power, you can change it to what you think it should be, or at least be able to influence it in a way that you can actually influence change. You know what I mean? But if you just sit around and do nothing and complain about everything, you can't do anything like that. You're not gonna make a difference like that. So that's my advice. If you feel like, oh, the Illuminati, the New World Order is gonna take over, you feel like the dollar gonna collapse, then that's your thing. But sitting around and moping about it and talking about it ain't gonna do shit to stop it. You know what I mean? Or if the dollar collapse, that's not gonna do anything to stop it. The best bet is for you to acquire as many resources as possible and get as much cash as possible. That way you can have whatever they switch to when they switch over to whatever they switch over, or you can have your assets that you can sell off, trade off, or whatever, in exchange for what you need to get by. It's simple. All right, so don't think you just gotta quit. All right, just stay level-headed, stay focused, keep your eyes on the prize, and do what's best for the future. Think about your future. Think about your future generations, your family, your kids, their kids, and so on. Stop worrying about yourself all the time. Stop being selfish. All right, so thank y'all. I appreciate you for watching my channel, subscribing, liking, sharing. The How to Start a Cleaning Business series second video should be coming. I'm trying to record it on Friday. I'm going to feature my guy Fabio Hart in it. He started his cleaning business from scratch, so we get a little bit more insight on that side of it. And we're going to keep the thing rolling. As y'all can see, I'm going to start putting up my motivational rap music up. I'm going to start selling my hip-hop beats again for sale. That's on my website, ajsimmonsonline.com. And I'm trying to move up, and I'm trying to progress. I want you guys to progress with me. If you want a YouTube channel, stop being scared. Just do it. And everything else. And my kids come to the car, I try to hurry up and knock this out before they come in here from daycare. So here we go. Thank y'all for watching, sharing, and enjoy your day. Thanks.